Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is the first of a series of what I would class as bite-sized reviews. Just basically short videos telling you of individual movies that I've watched as opposed to clumping them all together. I'll still be doing the regular weekly sort of updates of what I've been buying and little bits of news that I've read in the magazines that I get. But this is how I'm going to be doing most of my reviews now, is just sort of short 4 or 5 minute things, unless they drag on a bit longer. We'll see how we go. The first one is Ghostbusters Afterlife. I've meant to catch up with this movie for quite a while. I was a little bit nervous of it going in, reason being that I'm a huge fan of the original 1984 movie, and I wasn't sure whether this reboot was actually going to work, but I thought might as well bite the bullet. It's had mixed reviews, some love it, some hate it. The basic story is Carrie Coon plays a single mother of 2 kids, played by Grace McKenna and Finn Wolfhard, who you will know from Stranger Things if you watch that show. They are kicked out of their apartment building for rent arrears and decide to go and live in the middle of nowhere in a huge old farmhouse that was left to them by the grandfather, the father, who turns out to be one of the original Ghostbusters. Now that's all I'm going to say. I've promised to keep this as spoiler free as I possibly can, so as far as the story goes, that is all I'm going to tell you about it. I am happy to say that the movie itself is absolutely brilliant. I wasn't sure it was going to work for about the first 20 minutes. I was watching it and I thought, this is not going to work. And then it took off and it was absolutely superb. The special effects are amazing. There are nods littered all over it to the original movie. Jason Reitman, who is the son of Ivan Reitman, who directed the original movie, is the director of this one. And I read an interview with him a while ago, basically saying that he wanted to make a Ghostbusters movie that he could give back to the fans of the original. And he has most certainly done that. There have been a lot of criticisms levelled at it, that it relies far too heavily on nostalgia. Who the hell cares? This is basically what we want. You get a lot of scenes in there. I think Mark Kermode described it as that they basically say this is a scene that you saw in the original Ghostbusters, so we're going to give it you again because you enjoyed it so much the first time. And there's a lot of that going on, but I don't care. I thought the whole thing was brilliant, and the nostalgia element was absolutely superb. Mostly because I remember going to see the original at Burton Odeon in 1984, and I've seen it many times, and its sequel Ghostbusters 2, and I love them both. So the constant references to the original movies didn't bother me one little bit. I'm an absolute sucker for nostalgia, so for me this movie worked absolutely brilliantly. I wish I could tell you more, but I have promised especially a couple of the group members that I will keep it as spoiler free as possible. But it comes highly recommended. It's streaming, I believe, on Amazon Prime at the moment, but it is available on Blu-ray at the end of January, and I will definitely, absolutely be purchasing a copy of that to keep, because it will sit very nicely next to the other 2 Ghostbusters. I'm not sure about this one. I bought this one last week. This is the 2016 version, the all-female Ghostbusters. This has had terrible reviews. Some people love it, some hate it, but most didn't like it at all. A complete departure, I believe, from the original format, as far as having all females in the leading cast. But we'll see. I'm going to give it a watch. I'm going to give it a fair go and see how it goes. But as for Ghostbusters Afterlife, a definite 10 out of 10. If you love the original movies, you will absolutely adore this. There are cameos in there that some you'll spot and some you probably won't. But yeah, I would absolutely 100% recommend Ghostbusters Afterlife. So thanks for joining me for this first little bite-sized review. I'll be back with another one very, very shortly. If you've enjoyed the video, just give us a thumbs up and also subscribe. That would be absolutely brilliant. And I will talk to you all again very, very soon. Take care. Ta-da.